live. We're going. We're live. We're on the air. How are we doing out there, everybody? Welcome to Traveling with Bruce Thursday night prime time trivia. Are you ready? How you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day today, and hope you had a couple of restful hours between shows, like myself. Yes, sir. 2 shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I think this is the first time I've done 2 shows in one day since no, not last week. I didn't do that. I didn't do 2 shows last Thursday, did I? I did 2 shows a week ago Tuesday. It's been 9 days since I've done 2 shows in one day. No wonder I'm so relaxed. What can I say? Welcome one, welcome all to the channel, and appreciate you joining me live. Yeah, 8,100 and something subscribers now, 8,120 odd subscribers. Unbelievable. The channel just keeps on rolling. Fantastic. Welcome new members, new TWB family members to the channel. If this is your first time here for live trivia, it's pretty simple. I've got some trivia questions here that make no sense with one versus the other. They just go from one end to the spectrum to the other. And all you got to do is text in your best guess. No cheating on Google, no Googling. And we'll have, I'll give you hints if you need hints. I'll give you guidance if you need guidance. And we'll kind of go from there. You might even learn something on some of these questions. You never know. Anyway, cheers to one and all. Caffeine-free Diet Coke, the drink of YouTube creators. Well, maybe this YouTube creator. How about that? Thank you very much, and hope you had a good day today, and you've had a good holiday so far. Christmas is over, getting ready for the New Year's, and then 2019. Here we come. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready, but I hope I'm ready. I say this year has just gone by so quickly for me. I'm not sure if I'm ready for the end of 2018 before 2019 starts, but it's going to happen, and that's all there is to it. Just going to say too that yesterday, the 26th of December, I hit 150 subscribers a year ago yesterday, and I know exactly who my 150th subscriber is. Anyway, here we are a year later, 8,120 subscribers. I mean, just almost 8,000 more in 1 year. It took me from August 17th to December 26th to get the first 150. And here we are. Wow. Now this year, from December 17th to this date here, oh my gosh, I think in the middle of August this year, I was sitting at around maybe 2,500 subscribers in the middle of August this year. And I'm at 8,000 plus. So 5,500 subscribers. In the time last year, I got 150. Yeah, that's just that kind of compares the 1 year to the next is just insane. But a year from now, hopefully I can sit back and go, well, I can tell you August 2019 until December 2019, it might even be more than that as the channel just reaches out and grows out. I'm excited. I'm just really stoked about it, pumped up as the channel is growing and more folks are coming on board. Welcome one. Welcome all. All right, let's see who's here. Say hi to everybody, and let's do some trivia because I'm ready to roll. BB's Fantastic Adventures was the first to sign in, and thank you for that, for doing that. Appreciate that. See here. Here we go. Here we go. Sebastian Shore is here. Hi, Sebastian. How are you? And Wendy Thompson saying hello to everybody. She's here. Paul Wilson, howdy, Bruce and everybody. Paul Wilgus is also here, saying hello to everybody. Greg is here. Gregory from D&G Explorers is here. How you doing, pal? Welcome to the channel today. How was your Christmas, guys? And I hope you had a good Christmas too. I know you guys have been busy posting some videos, and I hope all's going well. I'm sure it is. You're into the 600s now. Your next stop is 700 subscribers. Fantastic, guys. Way to go. You're growing that channel. Everyone's saying hi to you. And Paul Wilson, Christmas, what is that? Laugh out loud. He's probably been driving. Kelly Aston, hi, everybody. Just here to give my thumbs ups. Thank you, Kelly, so much. Well, Paul Lucas, I'm doing okay. Laugh out loud. Greg is saying, "Welcome everybody, have a good time." Paul Wilgus, you guys had a busy chat last night on your show. Sebastian, hi all. Greg is saying, "Yeah, it was fun last night." Lisa Murray, good evening, Bruce and friends. Hi, Lisa Murray, how are you? Welcome to the show. Gregory, hi, Bruce. How you doing there, buddy? The Sylvan, hi all. Sylvan Forces here. Trivia, yay! I call dibs on Lower Slobovia and Antoninario and Schmucksenstein. He always does. No one's going to touch those. You got them all, buddy. Steve Stairs here. Thumbs ups for Bruce. I got 14 already. I haven't started yet. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups already. Gregory, how do you like our state, California? I love California, man. I used to live here. Used to live in Palm Desert, California. I miss it terribly. I love it a lot, and it's kind of fun being here. It's unique. It's not Palm Desert, but it is unique here in this part of Los Angeles, near Venice Beach and Santa Monica, just south of that. Thumbs ups, everybody. Sylvan is saying, Sebastian Shore, hi all. 18 people are here. He's saying, I'm showing 25 now. That's great. Monica Watts is here. Hello, everybody. Hello, Monica Watts. Welcome. DRG, Dilly, Gregory. Paul Wilson, the answer is Gilligan's Island. That's all I'm saying. Sebastian Shore, let's see, in soda, something. So I haven't had it for a while. He hasn't had some kind of soda for a while. I think that's what he's trying to tell me here. Debbie Manuel, hi everybody. Trivia is a go. Paul Wilson, I haven't said that in a long time. Paul Wilson, I know, Debbie. Sebastian, show yourself. Number 150. He's a friend of mine. He sometimes he pops in, but not very often. But he's a buddy of mine. We talk from time to time. He's great. Debbie Manuel, hi Paul Wilgus. Kat Rose saying hi everybody. PJ Smith is here. Hey PJ, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'm glad you're here. Belaguis Linares is saying hello. Hello there. Deborah Blankenship, hi, my first time here. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Welcome to the show and the channel. Gregory, we got over 700 today. Yay. Oh, way to go. You broke 700 already today. Fantastic, man. Way to go, Gregory, on your channel there. DNG Explorers, folks. Paul Wilgus, congrats, Gregory. Calvin Young, is this AZ? Calvin, do you know where you are? Debbie Gavassi, a lot of Debbies here tonight. Hope everyone's having a wonderful holiday. Thank you, Debbie and Debbie. Thank you, Paul, says Gregory. Debbie Manuel, sweet D&G, great job. Gregory, thank you, Debbie. Wendy Thompson, the answer is East Creston, Canada. That's the answer. I'm sticking to it. Gregory, so exciting. Paul Wilson, yes, Bruce, I've been driving, Bruce. Someone has to get the goods to the stores for people to enjoy. That's right. Christmas shopping's done. Now we need post-Christmas product. Absolutely. Debbie Manuel, hi, Deborah B. and Debbie G. Anthony Casper, hello, Bruce, and the Debbies, and everyone else, too. Hello, Anthony. Tracy Dunlop, back for trivia. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tracy. Welcome back here. Debbie Manuel. Hi, Anthony K. Rob Sauber. Hi, everybody. Hey, Rob. Gregory. Thank you, Bruce. And Paul Wilgus. Hello, Tracy. We're all here. Let's play some trivia. Let's see how you guys do on this one. The first one I have here is a top 10. It's just 10 answers to this one. But I saw this trivia question, and I thought this is an interesting trivia question, and I'm kind of eager to see how you guys do on this one. Basically, I'm looking for the years in the United States where the United States had the highest number of births. Now, to get on the top 10, 4.1 million is how many births have to be had to get into the top 10. The number one year, it was only 4.3 million. So this is only a range of 200,000 births. From 4.1 million to 4.3 million separates the number one year for the most births to the number 10 year. I want you to tell me what years did the United States experience the highest number of births in this country? I'm kind of curious whether how you guys are going to play this one. I was surprised at the answers myself, actually. Let me just see what I got here. Debbie Manuel is popping in here with 1964 as her first answer for one of the years where there were the most births. And 1964 is not in the top 10. Gregory is thinking the year 2000. And the year 2000 is also not one of the top 10 all-time years for births in America. Wendy Thompson, predictably, is giving me, and I love this answer. Wendy, this was my first guess, 1946. I too figured the soldiers had come home from the Second World War, and the first thing you know, all kinds of kids got born because of the baby boomer generation. 1946. Nope, 1946 is not a top 10 birth year in the United States. I was surprised at that too. Melody M is thinking 1954. Now, that's the year before I was born. I'm a 1955 baby. 1954 is not in the top 10 either. Sylvia Swan, 1957 is her guess. And Sylvia, 1957 is the #1 year all time for births in America at over 4.3 million that year. 1957, 12 years after the war ended. And you got to ask why is 1957 the #1 year? And I have a theory on that. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me just get some more guesses in here. PJ Smith, 1948, maybe 3 years after the war, lots of marriages and guys and gals getting together. And nope, 1948 is not a top 10 at all. Kit Kat, 1953, 8 years after the war. Nope, 1953 is not on there either. 1954, Tracy Dunlop, nope. Lisa Murray, 1945, nope. 1952 from Steve Stair, no sir. Tracy Dunlop, how about 1962? 1962, let me just take a little peek at this list. Yes, 1962 was the 7th highest year for births in America. #7, 1962. Sylvia, 1955. Nope, my year doesn't make it. The year I was born. So Rob Souter, 1953. Nope. Lisa Murray, 1976. Nope. Paul Wilson, 62. We have already. Sebastian, I went shopping for arrows, but what is that for arrows? But flinched. Currently, no. Flinched. Even I can't decipher this one. Having trouble with that one. Tracy Dunlop, 1973. Nope. Debbie Manuel, 1963. Was that one of the years? Nope, not 1962. 1962, yeah, but not 1963. Tracy Dunlop, 1969. Summer of Woodstock and love and kids going to music festivals and nope. 1969 was not a top 10 year for births in America. Sebastian Shore, 1951. No. Melody, 1999, the year before the millennial year, maybe having a kid before the end of the world. No. 1928, the year before the stock market crash. Maybe that was an all-time year. No, it was not. 1947, no. Wendy, that was Tracy. Wendy, 1959. Yep, 1959 was the 5th highest year on record for births in America. Melody, 1919, after the First World War was over. Nope, no, it wasn't. 1900, Sebastian Shore. What about 1900? No. Jonathan Wright, 1920. No, not 1920. Debbie, wow, that's the year I was born. Debbie Manuel, great job, Sylvia. Paul Wilson, 1930. No, just before the Depression. No. Cool Jazz, way to go, Sylvia. Sylvia, I was born in 57. Debbie Gavassi, I was born in 57 too. You see, that's why it's the #1 year. You see, Rob Souter, 1960. Yep, the 3rd highest year on record for live births in America. Ozzy Mum Kitchen is saying hi. Hello, Ozzy. Sylvia, thank you, Cool and Debbie. Paul Wilson, 1943, before the end of the war. Was that the year? No, that was not the year. Not a top 10 year for births. Cool Jazz, wonder if Sebastian has a special keyboard. Yeah, you kind of wonder. PJ Smith, 1938, after the Depression, before the war. Nope, not at all. Wendy Thompson, 1932. No. Sylvia Swan, 2013. No. And I find that interesting because 2013, there were a lot more people in America than there were in 1930 or 1940. I mean, 100 million more, and it's not a top 10 birth year all time for America, not even 2013. Agnes, hi all. Hi, Agnes. How you doing? Paul Wilson, 1929, at the just after the crash is over, or after the Depression. No, or before the Depression. Cool Jazz, 1962, which we've done already. Agnes, wow, we started already. A Melody M, 1865. How about? I know. Sylvan, 1946, the year after the war. No, sir. Lisa Marie, 1956. 1956 is the sixth year, the sixth highest year for births in America. 1956. Sebastian Shore, 2003. 2003, no, sir, not on the list. 1947 from Agnes, no. Cat Rose, 47, no. Paul Wilson, 1955, that was my year, no. Rob Souter, 1959, we've done already, and it was the fifth highest year all time. Cat Rose, 72, no. Sylvie Swan, 1953, no. So far, we have the number one birth year is 1957, all time for America. 4.3 million babies born in 1957. 1960 was the third highest. 1959 was the fifth highest, about 4.2 million. 1956 was the sixth highest. 1962 was the seventh highest. And I've got 5 years left to go. Let's see here, Sebastian. I wows my phone. The keyboard is small. I use my phone. The keyboard is small. As we said. Ed Scholl, so you said 57? Yeah, 57 is the number one year, sir. Ed, that was my year. See, there's another 1957 baby out there. 65-year-olds, roughly. Cool Jazz, the year Tom Henry was born. Agnes, 1961 is her guess. Yep, the second highest year all time, 1961. Deborah Blankenship, how about 1971? Nope, 1971, not in the top 10 all time. Sylvan, 55, no, we've done that one. 1967, no. Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz, I am a 59 baby too. We've got, let's see here, we have 1956, we have 1957. We have 1959, we have 1960, 1961, we have 1962. So far, we have that block of years. And let's see here, Cool Jazz, Paul Wilgus, I'm 56. And Tracy Dunlop, 1968. How about that year, Bruce? Nope, 1968 does not make it into the top 10 all-time birth years. But I will comment on this. I looked at the results, and I noticed that there was this block of years where there was this boom of babies from 56 to 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, this range. And I was wondering why? Why would there be so many children in the top, why would these years be top 10 years all time for births in America? And I thought, it can't be the soldiers coming back home. That's not it, because if the soldiers were coming back from the Second World War in late 45 and in 46, it would stand to reason that 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 would be the years we'd have the top births in America. And it is possible, it is entirely possible that up until 1951, 52, that those years between 47, 8, 9, 50, maybe those were at one time the top years, but they've all been displaced since with time after. But why would there be the most births in the United States from 1956 on? And the answer actually is immigration. Because it wasn't until 1951 and 52 that the United States and Canada started to allow Europeans to immigrate into North America after the war. I know that in the case of Germany, Germans who were applying, who wanted to immigrate to the United States or to Canada, they couldn't come in until the 50s. And I know my father emigrated from Germany to Canada in 1952, and my mother arrived in 53, I believe it was, and I showed up in 55. And my sister showed up in 57. And I have a feeling that a lot of immigrants from Poland, Germany, the UK, Ireland, France, Italy, Spain, Turkey, the entire European area came into the United States and Canada in the early to mid 50s. and were broke, couldn't speak the language, got skills, got work, started working, got married, started buying goods, clothing, getting a car, finding a place to live, and then the kids started to come. And it was 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. That's where the children started to be born in the numbers that made the top 10. It was actually soldiers who are home now for a decade or longer, 10, 12, 14, 15 years, soldiers that were now in their 30s having their last kids, the last children, the second child, the third child, maybe the fourth child by 57, 58, 59, 60. The last of the kids from the returning soldiers, but it was the immigrants from Europe. These were the kids who were, in the case of my father, was 16 when the war was over. He was a 16-year-old boy when the war ended, and I'm showing up 10 years later, so he was 20, 24, 25, 26 sort of thing when I showed up, prime years to have children. Same with my mother. My mother's 22, 23 at the time. So that's how that happened back then. That's where that wave actually came from. So when we talk about baby boomers, we're talking about children. In many cases, we're talking about children that are children of immigrants. We are born in North America, but our parents weren't necessarily all born in North America. And I think that's why this number is, that's how these birth rates are coming out, these numbers. Let's see what guesses I have here. Korean War, another question mark too. Paul Wilson, 64 and 1966. Nope, there were no other years in the 60s that made the top 10. Cool Jazz, what year was the first condom made? There's your answer. Or the pill. The pill came out in the early 60s, and women now can, had a little more control as to when families were going to be created. Changed the world, of course. Tracy Dunlop, that's right. I didn't think of that. Immigration. Sylvia, hey, I'm an American baby. Cool Jazz, Paul Wilgus, is our buddy taking a nap already? I can see on your group cruise that you'll be solo after 9 p.m. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sylvia, both my parents are American. Cat Rose, Korean War was 50s. Yeah, Korean War was early 50s, 51 to about 54, something like that. Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz, yeah, he's younger than me. Sebastian, I am back. Cool Jazz, laughing my off. Agnes, and it's before the pill. 1958 was the fourth highest year for births in America. There are three left, number 8, number 9, and number 10. Number 8 is 1990. I don't know why. Number 9 is 2004. It's the only year in the 2000s to make the top 10 for births in America. Number 10 is 1991. So 1990 and 91, there were a number of births in the United States that reached or hit the top 10, but only number 8 and number 10. 1957 remains the leader all by itself. 1961 is the second year. 1960 is the third. 1958, right after 57, is number 4. 1959 is number 5. So 57, 58, 59, 60, and 61 make up the top 5. 56 and 62 bracket that range, that group of years where the birth rates were the highest, 4 million plus per year in the USA. So many more people being born than dying during that time, and the population of the U.S. was booming, and the economy of America was booming. When Trump talks about make America great again, he's talking about the 50s and 60s when GM was king, Ford, Chrysler, and manufacturing was king, and the economy was booming, and the United States economy was the number 1 in the world and all that. The only reason the United States economy was doing as well as it was doing was because its population was exploding with immigration and a population boom at the same time. And of course, the demand for goods and services was exploding in America, coast to coast. And it hasn't been that way since. And today, with the immigration policy completely shut off, the current administration doesn't want any immigrants coming in practically, unless they're university educated and are already, able to get top level jobs. You're dreaming if you think you're going to convince well-to-do foreigners to just come on to the United States, because if they're well educated, they're doing well where they are. They're not looking to come to the USA. They'll visit the US, but they're probably not coming to stay. And the economy just isn't doing the same. Now, the economy today is doing quite well in the USA. Don't be worried about that. But it is not a growing at all at the kind of pace that we had back in the late 50s and into the 60s. Those were the good old days from the economist's point of view. But those are the facts. The birth rate is just not there. And America is doing exactly what Canada is doing, although Canada is a little bit ahead of the curve on this one. But the United States, Japan, Germany, France, Italy, the leading economies of the G10, suffering from the same problem. The population is aging. The workforce is aging. The qualified workforce is shrinking because people are retiring or passing away, and we're not replacing ourselves fast enough. Look at the children. Look at your children today. Or any of the generation, the kids that are 20 to 35 years old, look at the birth rates that these kids are having right now compared to 1950s and 60s 20 to 35-year-olds. Far fewer children being born per family in the US and Canada and Germany and other countries. And so even Japan, which has been very anti-immigration, they're opening up their borders because they are in a world of hurt. They cannot find workers to do work that needs to be done, whether it's from sweeping sidewalks right up to higher end positions. Japan is having problems filling positions because their workforce is aging faster than they can replace them. And there's the problem with some of the economies of the world. Others not so much, but that's what's going on. That was our first quiz. I hope you found it interesting. I found it fascinating when I looked at these results and went, wow, that is really something. I was rather impressed with these years. I was certain 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, all those baby boomers were born. I figured that would be the top 5 years for sure. Not until 56. Isn't that something? Wow. Let's see here. Let me catch up on your comments. Debbie saying, this is why your trivia is the best, Bruce. Always learning things. Nathan, what was the question? Agnes, financial boom. Cool Jazz, 1990 year, my daughter was born. Yep, I contributed to trivia. Our daughter was a 1988 daughter, so we were just before the thing. I think that's because we are the wave of the boom. The boomers were having kids, and 1990, 91, number 8, number 10 on the list. That's where those kids came from the boom of the boomers. I think that's what it was all about. Deborah Blankenship, man, they had a lot. What? Maine, they had a lot of winter storms those years. Debbie, Nathan, highest births in which years in America? There we go. Cat Rose, yeah, 91 was when I had my youngest. A lot of babies were born that night. Cool Jazz, what was the #1 slow song in 1990? Could be the reason for those births. That's right. How was Frank Sinatra a top sensation in 1956, 57? Maybe there was a lot of lovemaking going on to Frank Sinatra records. I don't know. Maybe some of the other crooners of the day were responsible for that. Debbie is laughing out loud. Cat Rose, Japan, Cool Jazz. We're going to need new pilots very soon. These guys are approaching. Most of these guys are approaching 65. That's right. Airlines cannot get enough pilots to work the airlines, and the airline business is booming. I mean, American, United, Delta. They need pilots bad, and they can't get enough. There just aren't enough around. Sylvia, cool. See, Keith, what's that? I can't figure that out. Agnes, we're already short on pilots. Cool Jazz, Sylvia Kelly was a baby himself. Cat Rose, when youngest was born, I was in a regular hospital, she said. Cat Rose, a regular room. Then she says room. Truckers needed badly also, says Cat Rose. That's right. America needs truckers. America needs software engineers. America needs all kinds of social media experts. Engineers are in desperate need in the United States. This is not new. We've heard of this for a decade now. I know that George Bush administration was trying to increase the number of visas to be allowed in. Politicians wouldn't have it. Then Clinton was trying, and then it went to the Obama administration. They were trying to get more visa qualified. Was it B visas? Is that it? And it's just a political football. Some people just don't get it. They just don't get it. If you allow people into your country that will have children, buy homes, buy cars, put their kids to school, clothing, go on vacations, the number of jobs that these people create are huge, almost uncalculable. But if you shut the border off completely, you're choking off your source of future wealth and future doctors, future lawyers, future engineers, you name it. It's just the way it is. But what can I tell you? This is a cyclical thing. It's happening in Europe right now as well. There are countries in Europe that don't want any immigrants. Canada's a bit different. The former government that we had under the Stephen Harper government, they were going to allow 10,000 Syrians to come in. That Syrian crisis going on over there. And the Liberal government that wanted to become the next government, they had the election, they promised 25,000 a year. They got elected, and they immediately started bringing in 25,000 a year. Canadians are telling them to bring in more. It's completely the opposite from down here in the States. Canadians are saying to the government, let more in. Because these folks are hard-working. They believe in a strong family unit, and they're creating jobs left, right, and center. Their kids are going to school, doing just fine. Once they've immigrated in and integrated into the society, they do just fine. It's a total opposite. It really is amazing. I find it a fascinating study, but it is political, and it really rouses emotions. It really does. That's not what I'm here for, to get you all riled up. Just trying to give you some, give you heads up what's going on out there. Let's see here. Healthcare, says Cat Rose. HB1 visas, exactly, Cat. Agnes, we always educate engineers that are from other countries and don't stay. Well, a lot of them do if they would if they could. There's that problem too. A lot of them sometimes can't stay because of their visas or whatever it is. I don't know. It's opportunity lost, I say. Sylvia, cool, maybe Kelly just Googled and his name came up with Keith. I can't know what that means. Corey Jacobs, I didn't know you were going live again. I really enjoy your videos, and thank you for accepting me on Facebook. Thank you, Corey Jacobs, for joining the show. I hope you've subscribed to my channel. There's a button there. There's a button there. Please join. Cool Jazz, good job, Sylvia. Corey, by the way, if you are a subscriber of my channel and you don't know that I'm going live, all you got to do, there's a button either here or here. It looks like a little bell. The little bell icon, hit that, nail that thing, and it'll ask you if you'd like to receive emails from YouTube whenever I go live. Whenever I post a video, you'll get an email automatically on your phone or wherever you get your emails from. So, Corey, there's a way to stay on top of that. Join in. Debbie is saying hi to you, by the way. Rob Souter, yes, trucking industry is in bad shape. Trucking companies buying automatic transmission because most new drivers can't shift the manual transmission and we can't get enough drivers. Even with the automatic transmission, we can't get enough drivers. Cat Rose, I at one point looked to see if I qualified to move to Canada. Nope. Corey, hi, Debbie. Hope you're having a good night. Debbie Manuel, trivia with TWB is always a great night, she says. Chef C, it is very late here. I can't be part of the trivia. It's too late for me. Chef, I just thank you for popping in and saying hi. Corey Jacobs, got it. Thanks. It's always a good night at TWB. All right, well, let's do another trivia here. Since I've given you a little bit of a lesson there. Let's try something a little lighter. How about this one? Can you tell me the top 10 gift cards that people receive for Christmas. What are the top 10 brand gift cards, like retailers and this type of thing? Can you figure those out for me? The top 10 gift cards people get for gifts. Kind of curious to see how you're going to do on that one. And we'll kind of whip those through here. And Melody M is thinking Amazon gift cards. Yeah, number 3 most popular gift card is an Amazon gift card. Number 3. Wendy Thompson is thinking Lowe's, the home improvement store. Yeah, number 9. It's in the top 10. Lowe's is number 9. And Corey had Amazon as well. Cool Jazz is thinking Amex, like maybe one of those Amex gift cards. Don't have American Express in the top 10 here. Sylvia, Starbucks. I thought for sure Starbucks was one of the top 10 gift cards being handed out to people. I love it when I get one. But no, it's not in the top 10. I'm sure it's in the top 20, though. Tracy Dunlap, though, came in with Walmart, and that is number 1. Number 1 gift card in America. The Walmart gift card has handed out. And why not? It's so useful. You can use it at, how many locations across the United States. Kat Rose had Walmart. Paul Wilgus had Walmart. Barb had Amazon as well. Thank you, Barb. Paul Wilson, I wouldn't want an automatic truck. Lisa Murray, Starbucks. Barb was with Amazon there. Debbie is thinking Walmart. Agnes, PlayStation. Haven't got PlayStation in the top 10. Rob Souter, what about Hallmark? No, Hallmark is in the top 10 gift card. Debbie, Apple iTunes. And Jennifer was thinking along the same lines, but no, Apple is not in the top 10 for gift card of any kind. I was surprised at that myself. Corey, Starbucks, Cool Jazz, Dunkin' Donuts. Nope, but that's a good idea. Agnes, Facebook. Well, what can you buy in Facebook? Like, it's not like an Amazon card. No, Facebook doesn't work. Gift card. Tracy Dunlop, Olive Garden. That'd be pretty cool, but it's not on there. Corey Jacobs, Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot is number 7. The most popular, 7th most popular gift card is Home Depot. Melody, iTunes, not in the top 10. Tracy's thinking Starbucks, not in the top 10. Sylvan, Best Buy. What about Best Buy? Not in the top 10. Sylvia, Kmart, not anymore. Maybe years gone by, but Kmart is about to go out of business forever. Agnes, Home Depot, we've done. Barb, Visa, the Visa cash gift card, right? It's not in the top 10 that I have here. Tracy Dunlop, though, is thinking Kohl's, Kohls. Kohl's definitely is number 8. They're in the top 10. Debbie had Home Depot. Lisa Murray, Menards, not in the top 10, but that would be popular. Debbie had these as well. Melody, Target or Target. Yes, Target, number 2. Target is the number 2 most popular gift card handed out as gifts. Barb was thinking Lowe's, so we have it. Wendy Thompson, Subway restaurants. Yes, Subway, number 10. Any college student, you give them a Subway gift card. They're going to eat at Subway sometime or another. Absolutely. Sylvia's thinking Sears. And again, I would say in past years, it would have been up there. Sylvan Forest, what about the Costco gift card? I mean, when you want to send a gift card to Traveling with Bruce, you just send him a Costco gift card. He can't stop talking about it. No, Costco is not a top 10, but number 1 in my heart. I'll tell you that right now. But no, not in the top 10. Cool Jazz had Target as well. Lisa Murray, MasterCard. Nope. Tracy Dunlop, Outback. That'd be a great card to receive, an Outback restaurant gift card, but it's not in the top 10. Melody M, Bath and Body Works. I can see that being a very popular sort of a shower gift or bridal registry gift, or a brother giving a sister, but it's not in the top 10. Debbie, I always buy Barnes and Noble gift cards. That's another good idea because I think, I'm not sure, but can you use a Barnes and Noble gift card inside the store where there's a Starbucks? Can you do that? I don't know, but that's a good one. Debbie Manuel, Google Play. That's another interesting one. Neither of these are, by the way, in the top 10. Sorry to say. Sylvia Belks, no. Melody, Bass Pro Shop. You'd think Carbella's or Bass Pro Shop would be great, but it's not a top 10. It's probably a top 50, though. Macy's, Cool Jazz is thinking Macy's, not in the top 10. No, because I think Macy's is, maybe people think you have to give like a $50 gift card to make it effective or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Macy's didn't make the top 10. Wendy, Red Lobster. I love shrimp. Red Lobster is not on the list, but that would be a popular gift. Agnes, MasterCard, no. Cool Jazz, Carnival, no cruise ships in the top 10. Rob Souter, Paul Wilson. I don't have a choice. I got 2016. I'm not sure what that means. Sylvia, IHOP. No, not IHOP. McDonald's, Paul Wilgus. Yeah, McDonald's is number 6. The most popular is McDonald's. So far, you've got Walmart, Target, Amazon, McDonald's, Home Depot, Kohl's, Lowe's, and Subway. There are only 2 left. Number 4 and number 5. Nurse Nancy at the Visa card. Paul Wilson, Friday's Restaurant. None of these are working. Wendy Thompson, Disney. Nope. Cool Jazz, Victoria's Secret. Nope. Sylvan, Bed Bath and Beyond. No, sir. Agnes, years ago, like last year, Toys R Us. That could have been a few years ago. Debbie Manuel, yes, can use a Barnes and Noble card for Starbucks coffee inside the bookstore. So that would be a popular gift to get, but it's not in the top 10. Rob Souter, a Freightliner, good for New York City, but sucks badly, especially in the winter, he's saying. Paul Wilson, Sears, no. Lisa Murray, Carnival Cruise gift cards. Burger King from Cool Jazz. GameStop from Agnes. Melody, Verizon card. Paul Wilgus, Little Caesars. These are all excellent ideas. None of them are on the top 10 that I have here. Madame Greta's Massage Parlor. Well, you know, that would be a gift card with a happy ending maybe, but it's not going to work in this case here. Rob Sutter, Victoria, Not So Secret. Lisa Murray, Taco Bell, Tracy Dunlop, Domino's. These are also really good ideas. None of these are working. I have 2 left. One of them is a place where you buy fuel for your car, and the other one is where you would go. How do I say that? You can buy almost anything at this store. But your doctor would send you here if you needed something special. You'd go to this retailer right here. I'm wondering if that might help you guys. Wendy's, Sylvia likes that comment Sylvan made. Mobile, not mobile. A Speedway, no. A BP, no. Shell, yes, it's Shell. Agnes, you have it. Shell gasoline is a top, number 5 for a gift card. Isn't that something? Texaco, BP gas, CVS. CVS is coming in, Shell, CVS, and Walgreens. It's Walgreens. Walgreens is the number 4 gift card, handed out 4th most often, I guess. And, you know, you can buy anything at Walgreens, so it's pretty handy. Middle of the night, you need some chips, go to Walgreens. Need a prescription filled, you can go to Walgreens. Don't know if you can use a gift card for the prescription counter. I'm not sure how that works, but anyway, there you go. Agnes is going laugh out loud to autocorrect for Shell, Shield, SHE''LL, Shield. Nurse Nancy, Wendy's, nobody buys Shell gas. Nobody buys Shell. Well, here are your top 10 most popular gift cards. It would be Walmart, Target, Amazon, Walgreens, Shell, McDonald's, Home Depot, Kohl's, Lowe's, and Subway. There you go. All right. Let's see what we can do here about one of these quizzes on my big ass iPad over here. I've got it waiting, lined up and ready to fire this thing over here. See what we can do with it. Let me just set up my little brush here. There we go. And we'll head right over to here, and let's see how that works. That's working great. Okay, guys. Here's your first question off of my big ass iPad right here. There it is. It's a monster. Can you tell me? Can you name the countries? Let me just double check that right there. There we go. Put that up here so I can see the answers more easily. There. Thank you. Can you name the countries with the most users of each of these social media sites? Can you tell me? Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. What countries use those 4 services the most? You just rattle off countries. I'll let you know. In most cases, it might be for all 4. Some might be 2 or 3 at a time. And we'll see how we do here. Lisa Murray is coming in with the United States of America. Yes, the USA is number 1 for Instagram, 120 million users. By the way, I don't know quite what year this is from. This is probably in the last couple of years. So if I'm off a little bit, you'll have to forgive me for that. Let me just double check here. There we are. Lisa had the USA. For Snapchat, the United States is number 2 at 70 million. Facebook, the United States is number 2 at 240 million people. And Twitter, the USA is number one at 72 million people. That's the USA right there. Cool Jazz came in with China. China is not in the top 10 for Instagram. It's probably banned. Snapchat, China is number 3 at 28 million users, well behind the USA. Facebook, you can't get it in China. And Twitter, you can't get it in China because the Chinese government feels that its population need not be engaged in that kind of activity. Their population should just take the government's word for it. When they say something is right, that's the way it is, and you don't need to find out any other way, any other information. That's China's way, and their way or the highway, they say. Mind you, you can't leave if you want to leave, so it's their way, and that's the end of it. Is that a critique? I don't know. Okay, Sylvia is thinking Germany for these social media sites. Germany is not in Instagram as far as the top 10 goes. I don't see Germany in the top 10 for Snapchat. For Facebook, I don't see Germany either. And for Twitter, I don't see Germany. So sorry to say, Germany does not make the top 10 by volume in any of those categories. Agnes and Paul Wilgus are thinking the United Kingdom. United Kingdom is number 9 for Instagram, 23 million of them. For Snapchat, looks like it's about number 7 at 6 million users. For Facebook, United Kingdom is number 10, 45 million users. And for Twitter, the UK comes in at number 3 at 18.6 million active users. So, yeah, UK is in 3 of the 4 here. Cat Rose, or actually, UK was in all 4, excuse me. Cat Rose had USA. Barb is thinking India as a country that is involved in some of this stuff. Yes, for Instagram, India is in 3rd place, 59 million Instagram users. Snapchat, India is number 1, 117 million compared to 70 million for the United States, 2nd place. Facebook, India is number 1 at 270 million Facebook people compared to the USA, 240 million. And for Twitter, India comes in at number 7 at 10 million users. So India is up there for sure. Sylvia is thinking Spain. Spain is not involved in Instagram, at least not in the top 10, not Snapchat, not Facebook. But for Twitter, Spain comes in number 9 at 8.3 million. So Spain does crack one of the top 10 lists here. Debbie had the USA. Sylvan Forrest is thinking Norway. Norway is not for Instagram, not for Snapchat, not in the top 10 for Facebook, not for the top 10 in Twitter. So Norway probably doesn't have enough population. They probably have high engagement, but just not enough actual people. Lisa has England, the UK we've done. South Korea, Melody M is thinking South Korea. That might be involved in some of these sites here. Looking up all 4. Can't find South Korea for Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, or Twitter. Not yet. Maybe it's coming, but not yet. Tracy had Germany. We have Cat Rose, Canada. Canada for Instagram, not there. Snapchat, yep, number 8, 5 million users for Snapchat. Facebook, Canada does not rank in the top 10. You need to have 45 million Facebookers to even make the top 10. Canada only has 35 million people, so Canada won't make it. For Twitter, Canada did not make the list either. 7.6 million to get on the list. We don't have that many up here, although I'm on Twitter. I'm doing what I can. I'm on Facebook. I'm doing what I can. And I'm on Instagram, but I'm not on Snapchat. Okay. Let's see. Wendy had the USA. Rob Souter, Japan. Same with Deborah Blankenship. Both had Japan here. Let's take a look. Japan is number 8 for Instagram users, 23 million. Japan is not on Snapchat top 10. Facebook, Japan is not in the top 10. Twitter, number 2. Japan is number 2 for Twitter. 51 million. United States, 72 million. UK, 18 million. Those are the top 3. So Japan is a solid number 2 when it comes to Twitter. Agnes is thinking about France. What kind of level of interest do they have in France on any of these sites? And France is number 10 for Twitter at 7.6 million. but France does not appear in Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook in the top 10 at all. Tracy had the USA. Wendy had the Netherlands. I don't think Netherlanders, the Dutch, are going to make it here. Nope, not on any of those. I don't think there's enough of them. Sylvia's thinking Sweden. The Swedes are wonderful people, but I don't think there are enough to go around. No, not enough to make the top 10 listing numbers. Tracy had Canada, of course. Sylvia, Switzerland in Europe. The Swiss, great folks, but not enough Swiss to make these top 10 lists either. Tracy had England. Tracy had Japan. Lisa had Australia. Lisa Murray. Australia is not on any of the 4 lists. I think it's a population issue, just not enough of them. New Zealanders, same thing. Lisa Murray, though, Russia. Yeah, for Russia, Instagram looks like they're in 6th place with 31 million folks on Instagram. They're not in the top 10 for Snapchat. Russia is not in the top 10 for Facebook, and they're not in the top 10 for Twitter. So they're only in the top 10 for Instagram for Russia. Now, Tracy's All Up is coming in with Mexico, though. Mexico, number 10 for Instagram, 21 million users. Mexico is number 5 for Snapchat, 7.8 million. Mexico is number 5 again for Facebook. 85 million Mexicans have a Facebook page. Wow. And Twitter, Mexico has 9.1 million users, coming in 8th place. So Mexico is definitely in the top 10 here for social media. Tracy Dunlop is wondering about Brazil also. Instagram, number 2 in the world. Brazil, 12.5 million Instagrammers. Brazil, number 4 in the world for Snapchat, 12.5 million. Brazil, number 4 in the world for Facebook, 130 million Facebookers in Brazil. And for Twitter, number 6 in the world, 10.1 million. So Brazil definitely solidly in the top 10. Wendy had France, Sylvia Swan, the Philippines. The Philippines, they're on Facebook. 69 million Filipinos have Facebook accounts. That would put them in about 6th place, excuse me. That's the only platform that they're in the top 10, though. Lisa Murray, Ireland. I don't think Ireland makes any of these lists. Just don't have enough population as a country. France, we have Singapore from Agnes. Looking here, nope, Singapore, same issue, I think, with 5 million Singaporeans total. Everyone would have to be involved to be on ball in any of these lists. Japan already we done. Tracy Dunlop, what about South Africa, Bruce? Yeah, Snapchat, South Africa, number 10, 3.2 million in South Africa on Snapchat, but that's the only platform that they register in the top 10. Sylvan in Brazil. Sylvan Forrest came in with Colombia. Colombia, not in the top 10 anywhere. South Korea, not there. Sorry, Sylvan. Tracy had Russia. We've done that. England from Paul, we did that. UK, Paul Wilson, we did. Okay, Philippines, we did. Venezuela, Lisa Murray. Venezuela, they are not in the top 10 anywhere. They're too busy trying to find food. Debbie Manuel, dang, phone calls, shouldn't be getting paid while talking to my boss and workmates. What about work when I'm off the clock? Just wondering. Catch. Next question. Ghana. Paul Wilson is wondering about Ghana, and I don't have Ghana on any of these. South Africa, we've done already. So that's that. Okay, so we're almost done on this. There's only a few guesses left. I'm looking for one country that's on 3 of these lists. It's the number 1 country in the world for Muslim population. I'm looking for some. I'm looking for Mideast countries, a couple of those. Looking for a couple of Asia countries as well. Basically, that's what I'm looking for. Mideast and Asia countries are all I need to finish off this list. Let me just take another peek there. Yeah. I got one country that's in all 4. They're in all 4 categories. I think they have 80 million people in the country. Anyway, here we go. Here comes some guesses. One moment here. South Africa, Turkey, Sylvan Forrest. Yes, sir. Turkey is the country I was looking for. They are in all 4 categories. Instagram, they're number 5 at 34 million. Turkey is number 9 in Snapchat, 4.8 million. Turkey is number 9 in Facebook at 52 million Facebook pages, and Turkey is number 5 in Twitter, 10.8 million people. Saudi Arabia, Agnes, good one. Saudi Arabia is only in one of the lists. It's Twitter. They're number 4, 13.8 million. I wonder if they get the real news from Twitter, because everything else is state-run and state-controlled. I don't know if they get a free Twitter handle or not to find out what's really going on out there. I don't know if they know that. Tracy Dunlap, Pakistan is her guess. They're not on any of these lists. Syria, no. Saudi Arabia, we have. Agnes, that didn't help. Paul Wilson, Afghanistan, no, not Afghanistan. Agnes is laughing. Sylvan, good guess here. Lower Slovenia, a nice try there. Dubai, Turkey, Republic of Kiribati, Israel, no, none of these are working out. Indonesia is in 3 of the lists. Number 1 country for Muslims in the world. Instagram, 56 million, that's 4th place. 5th place in Snapchat, 7.8 million. 3rd highest Facebook users, 140 million on Facebook in Indonesia. That's 3rd in the world. They don't register in Twitter. Iran is number 7 in Instagramming, 24 million. And then I have Vietnam as a Facebook country, 58 million. That would be 7th place. Thailand is 8th in Facebook at 52 million. That does the list for all 4 of these social sites. You guys did rather well on that, and I congratulate you all for that. Well done. Of course, number 1 country between India and the USA, they dominate basically all 4 formats, more or less. But Brazil comes in there, Indonesia, and then Mexico. Quite interesting how these numbers break out. Okay, I've got another one, a couple more top 10, quick 10s, and I got one big one to go. So let's get some of these done right here. Can you tell me the countries that are represented in New York City, foreign-born people living in the New York City? What countries are they from? New York City, foreign-born population. Where are they coming from? And let's see how you guys do on this one. We're getting right up there. Cheers to all of you folks, caffeine free. And thank you for 21 thumbs up so far. Love that. Tell me, in New York City, what countries are represented in New York City for foreign-born? Tracy Dunlap, the United Kingdom. Nope, the United Kingdom is not a top 10 in New York. Sylvan is thinking the Italians. Italy, nope. Used to be in the 50s, I bet you. 60s, I bet you, but not now. Anissa had England. Paul Wilgus is thinking Japan for foreign-born nationals in New York City. Not Japan, not in the top 10. Agnes is thinking Turkey, and they're not in the top 10 either. Debbie had Japan. Kat Rose is thinking the country of China, number 2. China, the 2nd highest number of foreign-born nationals are from China. Wendy Thompson, India. India is not in the top 10 in New York City. Let's see, Italy, Jamaica. Barb is thinking Jamaica, number 3. Jamaica. M. Lipner, boring Italian. Yeah, not Italians. Paul Wilgus, the Philippines. Filipino population in New York City. Is it high enough to make the top 10? It is not. Not the Philippine community. We've got here Debbie Manuel thinking Mexico. Number 5. Mexicans make up the 5th highest number of nationals, foreign nationals born living in New York. Sylvan Forrest, what about those Canadians? They're immigrating in there. They're dominating that city. No, we're not. We're not in the top 10. Nigeria. M. Lipner, Nigeria. Nope, not in the top 10 at all. Agnes is thinking about Pakistan. Nope, not Pakistan. Russia, Lisa Marie. The Russians, number 10. Russians make up the 10th highest group of nationals living in New York City. Debbie Manuel. Germany, people born in Germany. Nope, not in the top 10. Mexico, we did. Israel, no. Lebanon, no. Russia, yes. So not Israel, not Lebanon. China and India make up 2 more guesses. No, I haven't got those. Looking for, let's see here. Caribbean countries, I'm looking for at least 3 Caribbean countries. I'm looking for 2 South American countries, and I'm looking for an African country. That's what I'm after to finish this quiz. Can you folks figure these out? We end up with China and India there. Caribbean countries and South American countries will make up most of these guesses right here. The number 1 country is represented from the Caribbean here. Cool Jazz, wonder where in the world is MG Toe? Did ice take him away? Cat Rose, Haiti. Yes, Haiti, number 7. The Haitian population is very high in New York. Trinidad Tobago, Tracy, yes, that is number 8. Ecuador, Agnes, yes, number 6 is Ecuador. Dominican Republic is number 1. Cat, you got the Dominican Republic, number 1 country represented in New York City. And Sylvan Forest, Puerto Rico, that is the USA territory, sorry to say. So it doesn't count. I've only got 2 countries left. I need 1 out of Africa. I'm going to give this to you one. It's Guyana from Africa. Why? I don't know. It's number 4. And I have a South American country, and it is Colombia in South America. It is number 9 for New York. Here are the results for New York's foreign-born population. It's Dominican Republic, China, Jamaica, Guyana, Mexico, Ecuador, Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago, Colombia, and Russia. Those are your top 10. All right, I got 1 quiz left to go. 1 to go, and this one here, I found this to be a fascinating quiz. I hope you like it. I thought it was pretty interesting as I just slip over to it. Here we are right there. Let me set up my big-ass iPad. Here we go. I need to find out if you can tell me, can you name the companies in the world, companies that spent the most money advertising to Americans? And this is from 2007. This is 11 years old. Tell me the companies that have spent the most money advertising to Americans, the top 50, and we'll see how you do. I will give you hints if you need any, but think about the ads you see all the time on TV, in the internet. You hear it on radio. You see them in magazines, newspapers. What companies are represented that you're just sick and tired of hearing from? And we'll kind of go from there. Let's see here. Debbie Emanuel saying, Cool Jazz, heard MG type words on another channel yesterday. Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz, he has been in a couple of other YouTubers. He said he grew TWB from 100 to 7,000 and got chased out of here. Cool Jazz. Okay, Debbie Emanuel, thanks. Debbie, super funny, Paul Wilgus. Cool Jazz, he did, Paul Wilgus, what a dreamer. Rob Sutter, Paul Wilgus, I saw that too. Debbie Emanuel's guessing. Everybody knows it was Debbie Emanuel that grew this channel from 100 to 7,000. I mean, it couldn't have possibly been MG Toe. Everybody wants to hang out with Tokyo Debbie, and there's no way it could have been MG Toe. I just don't know what to say. MG is a unique individual, I gotta say, but I don't know how. I don't know how that one came out. It just showed up out there, and I just kind of ignored it until someone mentioned it here. Debbie Emanuel is thinking China. Now, Debbie, I'm not looking for countries. I'm looking for brands, companies that spend the most money advertising to Americans. Lisa Murray, you got the right idea. Nike. She's thinking Nike is a country, is a company spending a lot of money towards Americans. And let me take a look for Nike to see if it makes the top 50. I have 50 companies here, and I'm looking to see if Nike is on here. I'm not finding Nike yet. So bear with me here. I've got to go through all of them, but I don't see Nike as a top 50 company, which shocks me because I see Nike ads all the time too. Nestle, M. Lipner is thinking the Nestle company. Nestle company. Now, you'll have to forgive me because it is entirely possible. Here we go. Nestle's working. This is working. Thank you. Butterfinger candy bars, Tall House cookies, iced tea. Nestle, $1.2 billion in advertising budget. And that was 2007. That's 11 years ago. That's how much money Nestle spends to get you to buy their stuff. 1.2 billion, just to kind of give you an idea how big this is. That's incredible. Disney, Debbie Gavassi, she's saying the Disney company, they got to be spending a ton of money. You're absolutely right. Disney, ABC Television, and Pixar movie entertainment. The Walt Disney Company looks like they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th highest spender of money in the USA. $2.29 billion, $2,293,000,000 in advertising budget to get Americans to use Disney product. Isn't that incredible? Lisa Murray is thinking Budweiser. Now, Budweiser, I don't know if Budweiser is yeah, here it is. It's Anheuser-Busch. There we go. Okay. The Budweiser brand, the Michelob brand, yeah, Anheuser-Busch, with those horses at Super Bowl, right? And those cute Dalmatian dogs. $1.3 billion budget per year for Anheuser-Busch. It's incredible. Yes, they spend a lot of money. Wendy Thompson, oh, that's funny. Paul grew the channel. M. Lipner, Apple, the Apple company, are they a big spender of money in 07? Were they in the top 50? Apple Corporation. And I can't find Apple in the top 50. I don't see it at the moment. Coca-Cola, Agnes is thinking Coca-Cola company. Things go better with Coke. After all, you know, they should be sponsoring my channel. You know, if they'd be sponsoring my channel, they'd sell more of this stuff. I'm not finding Coca-Cola in top 50. Now I'm shocked. I'm doing a double check here. Doing a double check on this one because I'm having trouble. No, it's not there either. And I'm just triple checking something here, folks. Just pardon me here while I look this up. I'm not finding them here. And I'm looking at brand names. Not there. And I thought for sure they would be in the top 50 because, you know, Coca-Cola is an advertiser, but then they're not here. I'm not finding Coke. I can't find Coke. Debbie, sorry, countries instead of companies. That's right, Debbie. Lisa Marie, Microsoft, Bruce. Microsoft, are they a top 50 advertiser in the USA? Microsoft. Not finding Microsoft in the top 50, by the way. Sorry, I just have to plug in my big ass iPad here just to make sure it doesn't run out of juice. Not finding Microsoft. Walmart, M. Lipner. Walmart. Is Walmart a top 50 advertiser in America? Walmart. Yep, here we are. They're around number 40. $1.1 billion a year. They're the 40th largest. Nowhere near number one, though. Verizon, Debbie Gavassi is thinking the phone company Verizon. Verizon is number 3. Number 3, $3 billion a year in advertising to get you to use their services. It's a big, juicy business, the telephone business. Agnes, Intel is her guess. Intel. Have we got these guys on the top 50 anywhere? I don't have Intel. Cool Jazz, Toyota for cars. The Toyota Motor Corporation, they are about number 12. They sell Lexus and Scions and Toyotas. Yes, 1.7 billion a year they're spending on advertising. Unbelievable. Samsung, Cat Rose is wondering about Samsung. And let me see if they happen to appear anywhere on this list. I don't see Samsung here. I don't see them here. Amazon, Agnes, does Amazon pay serious money to advertise? Let me look for Amazon here. I'm not finding it. Not a top 50 advertiser. Sylvan, I blocked off MG Toe a long time ago, he's saying. Rob Sutter, I thought it was the Vatican that got you up to 7,000. That had to be it. It had to be a spiritual, forces, non-mortal, right? Yeah, I was thinking. Thank you, Rob, for that. Cool Jazz, what about Nissan Motors, Bruce? Nissan, are they a big advertiser? Nissan, yeah, they sure are. Probably number 20 in the USA, 1.4 billion a year, 1.4 billion. Infiniti and Nissans, yes, they are up there. Debbie had Apple. I couldn't find Apple in the top 50. Lisa Murray, Ford Motor Company. The Ford Motor Company, absolutely. Ford, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 6 is Ford. 2.5 billion a year in advertising. Oh, it's incredible. Adidas, Sylvan Forrest is thinking about Adidas for running shoes. Let's see here. Nope, I'm not finding Adidas in the top 50 in the United States. Lisa Murray is thinking Dodge, Chrysler Motors. That's what I'm thinking. Dodge, Chrysler. Let's see here. Yeah, Chrysler, Dodge sedans, Jeep SUVs. Looks like about number 13 or so, 1.7 billion, right behind Toyota, right about the same amount of money. Serious money. Sprint. Cool Jazz is thinking Sprint as that would be Sprint Nextel. Yep. Sprint Nextel, telecommunication company, 1.9 billion a year. Looks like about number 10 in the United States as of 2007. Unreal money. Samsung, I don't have. Chrysler, we've done. Coke, we've tried. Pepsi, Bart, yeah, Pepsi company. Mountain Dew soda, Gatorade, Frito-Lay potato chips. Bet you can't have just one. 1.3 billion a year in advertising dollars. Incredible. Debbie Manuel, what about Bose? The sound people, those fantastic headphones and sound systems. The Bose company, don't have them in the top 50. They spend money though. Cool Jazz, Carnival, doesn't Carnival spend a lot of money? Carnival does spend a lot of money, but Carnival is not in the top 50 in expenditures, not even close. Sylvan, Carnival Cruise Lines, Debbie, Procter and Gamble, number 1. Procter and Gamble. Ivory soap, Old Spice, Gillette razors. Sound familiar, folks? Do you remember the Old Spice commercials? $5.2 billion a year to advertise their products to us so that we buy those products, make them a profit so they can spend $5.2 billion to keep advertising, to keep us buying this stuff. That is $100 million a week. To kind of put it in perspective, $100 million a week to advertise to us. Think about how much that that's unfathomable to me. I can't believe that. That's what has to be done to be, if you're Procter and Gamble. Debbie Manuel, Dyson, the vacuum cleaner people. No, they're not in the top 50. Geico, Sylvan Forrest. Geico, yes, that would be the Berkshire Hathaway company. Geico, Fruit of the Loom, Santa Fe Railway, 1.3 billion a year they advertise. Absolutely. Lisa had Pepsi. Cool Jazz, United. He's thinking of an airline company. Any of the airlines. Let me see if I can find anything here. Looking for an airline company. Nope, not one of them is in the top 50. Not a single airline in the top 50. And they spend millions to advertise, but they're not in the top 50, folks. They're not there. Viagra, not in the top 50. Debbie, AT&T, yes. Number 2, AT&T, $3.2 billion a year AT&T is spending to get us to use their services. Incredibly sized company. They're massive. Sylvan Forrest, what about McDonald's, Bruce? McDonald's restaurants. What kind of an advertising budget do they have? Are they in there? They're in the top 50. They look like about the top 30. 1.1 billion a year, almost 100 million a month being spent by McDonald's. Have I got that right? Yeah, a little over 100 million a month. Wow. Or roughly, or in that neighborhood. Wendy Thompson is thinking Avon. No, not even close. Malvina Williams, hello, Bruce. I want to thank you for all your information on the different ports. I will pass this on to the others that are going on this cruise. Malvina, you're more than welcome. I'm glad I could help you. And I hope you're a subscriber, and tell all your friends to subscribe to the channel and watch anytime. Love to have you come by, and thank you for your kind words tonight. Agnes, T-Mobile. Are they part of another company? Maybe I'm not showing them here. T-Mobile. I'm not showing them here. So I'm not showing them. Maybe they were taken over by somebody else, and that's why I don't see them. Sylvan Forest and Melvina, please point your friends to this in this direction. Thank you, Sylvan. Agnes, Sony. Agnes is wondering, is the Sony company a big-time advertiser? They sure are. PlayStation 3, Columbia Pictures. They own, oh yeah, so they advertise a lot. Sony, 1.7 billion a year in 2007. They've probably raised that by now even higher. Debbie had AT&T too. Rob Souter, you shouldn't be surprised, Bruce. You're the only one I know that drinks caffeine-free Diet Coke. I don't know anybody else that drinks that stuff, Bruce. You're the only one. M. Lipner, Telecom, that's not going to help. Sears, Lisa Murray. What about Sears now? I will take a look here for Sears. Yeah, in 2007, they were still spending 1.6 billion a year. Department stores, Kmart, and others, 1.6 billion. This would mean about 18th place in 07. Today, they don't have 1.6 billion in their bank account. They can't spend a dime. Sears is about to go bye-bye forever with Kmart. Debbie Manuel, what year is cutoff, Bruce? This is 2007. Isn't that something? Cool Jazz, Ford, found on road dead. Barb, AT&T. Wendy Thompson, I just couldn't bring myself to say the four-letter words food. Lisa Murray, Allstate Insurance. Let's see here. Does that company, is that a standalone corporation? Or are they owned by somebody else? Let me take a look-see. I don't see Allstate here. No. Not finding Allstate in the top 50. Cottonelle, Sylvan Forest. What about Cottonelle? I think Cottonelle is part of a company that owns them. Like they're not a standalone corporation, but I'm not sure which one it is. I don't see it here, so I can't comment on that one for you. Sorry, where was I here? There we are. Debbie Gavassi is wondering about Comcast. What about Comcast, Bruce? Are they a top 50 advertiser in the United States? Comcast. Nope, I don't have Comcast. A Holiday Inn, Debbie Manuel. There's a big hotel outfit, but they're not big enough to make the top 50 either, and they're huge. Sylvia, cool. That's what Ford stands for. Laugh out loud. I told my brother not to buy Ford cars. He never listens. Cool Jazz has to be stranded. Has he been stranded yet? Sylvia, cool. Always. Car always breaks down on him. Cool Jazz. So hence the slogan. Wendy Thompson, Ford. Let's see. That's what we got here. Ford is easy. Okay, Deborah. My mother-in-law drinks caffeine-free Diet Coke all the time. How about that? Debbie Manuel, did we do Procter and Gamble? That's the #1 advertiser. We did do #1 Procter and Gamble. Agnes, Days In, we'll leave the light on for you. That's right. They're not in the top 50 though. Lisa Murray, Paramount Pictures. I'm not sure who owns Paramount. I don't think Paramount is a standalone company anymore. And I'm not sure who owns Paramount, so I can't tell you there. Oh, here it is. It's Viacom. There we go. I found it. Viacom owns BET, Nickelodeon, MTV, and Paramount. They are about number 24 in advertising, 1.3 billion a year in 2007. Paramount is owned by Viacom. Howard Johnson is another guest. There is not a single hotel in the top 50. Not a single hotel. Cool Jazz, Agnes, New Jersey. I thought it was Motel 6 that left the light on. Debbie Emanuel, 3M Company. That's another one that's not big enough anymore. You got about a bunch. You got a bunch of them here, but there's a ton of them still to go. Let me give you an example here. Let me give you like the bottom 25 so you can see what I'm talking about. At $806 million a year, just to get in the top 50. You've got to be Interactive Corp, that is Ask.com and Ticketmaster. The Ticketmaster people spend $806 million a year. Telecommunications, Deutsche Telekom. They are in there, $831 million. Department stores, Kohl's department stores, $837 million to get into the number 47 spot. Dell Computers is 46th. Bayer Aspirin, the Aleve, Midol, one-a-day tablet people, they're number 45. Just to give you an idea. Marriott Hotels from Wendy, AOL from Deborah, Johnson & Johnson, M. Lipner. Johnson & Johnson is number 9 or number 8. Band-Aids, Neutrogena, Listerine, 2.4 billion a year, 200 million a month in 07. MySpace, GoDaddy, neither of those have spent enough. Rob Sutter, Sylvia, Ford lovers say first on race day. If you substitute Ford for another four-letter word, is what Chevy lovers say. Debbie, was Comcast on that list? I asked but didn't hear the answer because my laptop battery died. I had to find my cell phone. Comcast is not on the list. I couldn't find Comcast, Debbie. Sylvia, Rob Sutter, she's laughing out loud. Agnes, Campbell's Soup. Is that a company that makes the list? I don't know who actually owns Campbell's Soup right now, so I can't help you there. So I'm not sure who it is. Crest, Sylvan Forest, that could be Johnson & Johnson. That could have been Johnson & Johnson. So I'm not showing them. What do we got here? Let's see. Wrigley's, Mars Bars, and GE. Agnes is thinking General Electric. General Electric is a top 12, looks like 1.7 billion a year. NBC Universal and appliances for General Electric. They also make jet engines for airplanes too. And the WitsFam 5 has subscribed to my channel. Welcome, WitsFam 5, to my channel. Just saw that come through there. Kraft, Lisa Murray, Kraft. Yes, that would be Kraft Corporation, 1.5 billion a year. Cheese Whiz, Triscuit, Maxwell House. They're about the number 20th largest advertiser as far as 07 is concerned. Wendy's, where's the beef? Wendy's restaurants, are they in the top 50? No, they're not in the top 50. McDonald's is, but not Wendy's. Nabisco, and Debbie Manuel is wondering about the Nabisco company. I don't know if Nabisco is a standalone company anymore. It could be under General Mills. They own Cheerios, Wheaties, Betty Crocker. It could be their $955 million a year. So that could be the company. Exxon, Agnes. Exxon is her guess. The gasoline company. Exxon for advertising. I'm not showing it at all. Not in the top 50. Not anymore. Let's see. Sylvia, my brother never listens. I have a Honda. Agnes, they wish they were in top 10 now. Cool Jazz, Heinz. That would be the ketchup company. That, I believe, is Berkshire Hathaway. I think they own the Heinz company as well. BP, no. Burger King, no. Kellogg's. I don't think Kellogg's is a standalone company anymore. They might be part of another, like a General Mills or another company. Sorry. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Kellogg, here it is. Kellogg is a standalone company. Number 46. Kellogg, or 44, I guess. Rice Krispies, Pop-Tarts, and Keebler. They spend $872 million a year. And someone said Microsoft earlier, and I couldn't find it, but Microsoft is number 42, $960 million. Windows 7, Xbox 360, now Windows 10, I'm sure. Microsoft is in the top roughly 40. Let's see, MetLife Insurance. MetLife Insurance, not in the top. I can't find it. And M. Lipner, I love it. I'm only German. I did hit 5 times. Let's see, a couple more coming back here. Estee Lauder, $956 million. Clinique Cosmetics. Yum Brands, that would be Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, $1 billion a year in advertising. American Express, credit cards, traveler's checks, $1 billion a year in advertising. JP Morgan Chase, the bank, $1 billion a year to tell you to use them, to bank with them. Wyeth, that would be Advil. Preparation H, Chapstick, the Wyeth Corporation, $1 billion a year. Shearing Plow, that would be Coppertone and Nasonex. Shearing Plow, $1.1 billion a year. Home Depot, $1.1 billion a year in advertising. Hardware stores. The United States government spending $1.1 billion a year. Recruiting ads, public service announcements, handouts. Citicorp, banking, 1.1 billion. J.C. Penney department stores, 1.1 billion a year. Let's see here. Cool Jazz, Progressive Life Insurance. That is Berkshire Hathaway. They own, I believe they own Progressive. Miralax and Capital One. Don't show what company they're with. Target, big box retailer, almost 1.2 billion a year. News Corp, that's Fox News, Wall Street Journal, MySpace.com. Didn't somebody say MySpace.com? That is News Corp, 1.2 billion a year. Pfizer, Viagra, Lipitor. Sylvan, wasn't that you saying Viagra? It's Pfizer Corporation, 1.26 billion. Honda Motor Corporation, Acura sedans, motorcycles, 1.3 billion. Macy's department stores, Federated Department Stores, 1.4 billion a year. Bank of America, banking, 1.5 billion. L'Oreal, Lacombe, and Maybelline Cosmetics, 1.6 billion a year to buy makeup. That's the advertising budget. Unilever, Hellmann's Mayonnaise, Dove Soap, and Q-Tips from Unilever, 2.2 billion a year. And a couple to go here. Time Warner, TBS Cable, Sports Illustrated, 2.9 billion a year. And General Motors, Chevrolet, GMC, that would be 3 billion a year. That makes the top 50 advertisers in America in 2007. What a business. And so much of that money is now spent online through social media. And that's where yours truly comes in. If you ever see an ad on one of my videos from any of these guys, you'll know why, because they're spending the 50 most money in America. It's just incredible. Absolutely. Cool Jazz says, I did MySpace. I knew someone did it. Thank you, Cool Jazz, for that. Appreciate you letting me know. Exxon didn't show here. Rob Sauter, Sylvia Swan was a GM only driver until Pontiac screwed me with the Aztec, only driven Hyundai for the last 10 years. Cool Jazz, I did Bruce MySpace. I did MySpace, Bruce. Rob Sauter, how about Xlax? Sylvan, Hershey, Agnes, HBO, M. Lipter, Japanese or Chinese company. Agnes, so much has gone or going now. It's so true. It's changing. It's changing incredibly. The advertisers that dominated the television sets in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, so many of those companies don't exist anymore. And here we are, today with companies that used to dominate our TV sets 10, 15 years ago. They're disappearing or have been merged in with others. It's incredible. This business is just evolving at light speed. Have you been to a shopping mall lately? Have you noticed how many stores are gone? How many vacancies there are in certain malls across the country? It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. All being changed out. This country is U.S., Canada, and others are really changing over. It's really something. So much is going. It's really something. Well, there you go. There's my show for tonight. My trivia show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. I hope I didn't make anyone mad out there with my thoughts on the population boom and all that. It's interesting to think about how North America is evolving from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s to today. It's just incredible. I love studying it, love watching it, love to observe that kind of thing. Thank you, Coca-Cola, for making caffeine-free Diet Coke. I love it. I don't mind drinking regular Coke, but there's too much caffeine in it. After I have 2 or 3 of those, I'm wired up for the rest of the night. Can't go to sleep. And the same in Europe, says M. Lipner. You're absolutely right. Stimulated the great cells tonight. Agnes is saying, you got me thinking. Yeah, I love looking at that stuff. I'm just enamored, and I just love it. When we drove down, Jennifer and I, we drove down from Canada to here. We happened to drive past on I-15 the gigantic Walmart warehouse that is just outside of, I think it's still in Utah. I think it's still located in Utah. It's not located in Nevada. It's just north of the Nevada-Arizona border on I-15. You get to drive by this warehouse. You can see it as you're driving south. and there's got to be, oh, I don't know, 500 semi truck trailers waiting to be, loaded up or unloaded at this warehouse where they offload and then reload these trucks and send them on their way through, I guess, the Western US. It is just incredible to see the size of this thing and realize, oh my gosh, look at that company, Walmart. That is unbelievable. You know that Amazon is building these kinds of warehouses everywhere. The world has really changed. The so-called mom and pop general store in every town, or the old downtown that we used to know as children, even in medium-sized cities, there was a downtown. That's where the department stores were, back in the 50s and early 60s. All changed, all decimated, and now the suburban malls are decimated or becoming decimated. It's just amazing how it continues to go and go and go. Absolutely amazing. It's fascinating to me. Again, thank you so much for all of you joining me. Sylvain, great show again, Bruce. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvain. Cool Jazz, great show tonight, Bruce. Interesting topics. Agnes Diet Coke with Cappy. Lisa Murray had a lot of fun, Bruce. See you on the next trivia game episode. Debbie Emmanuel, great show, Bruce. Thanks, TWB Family for the conversation. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great night, Bruce. Agnes, night, Lisa and Deb. M. Lipner, am I the only one in Europe to follow you? No, there are others. But it's late in Europe for my shows like these. Cool Jazz, he has other overseas followers for sure. I'm on again Tuesday for the next trivia show. I'm on again Saturday, for the next trivia show. That's 2 o'clock Eastern time. So that's about, 8 o'clock European time, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, depending on where you are in Europe. A little more easier to catch me on a Saturday for trivia. And then, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do live trivia. Thank you, everyone, so much. Rob Sutter, Bruce, I drink about 5 Diet Pepsis and 3 to 4 extra large coffees on an 8-hour shift. Oh, man. Deborah Blankenship, Amazon has just built a huge warehouse here in Macon, Georgia, she said. Debbie Emanuel, by Agnes, Paul Wilgus, you're not going to this Saturday. Oh, that's right. I won't be on this Saturday. Thank you, Paul. If it wasn't for you, I'd have left that one out there. I'm not on the air Saturday. I'm sorry. I'm going to Temecula. I have been called away to Temecula, California to see some friends from the desert. Jennifer has sequestered me for that one. So I'm not on this Saturday, folks. No trivia this Saturday. So my next trivia will be next Tuesday. Okay, there you are. Thank you, Paul. M. Lipner, anyway, thank you. Lots of fun. Cool Jazz, guess what, Bruce? No thumbs downs. Well, give it a few minutes. 26 thumbs up, so thank you, everybody, for that. Love that. Yeah, every once in a while, Cool Jazz, it kind of goes for a while, and then, boom, they hit you. Debbie, thanks for a reminder, Paul Wilgus. That's right, Debbie. Sorry, I'm not on Saturday, but I'm on tomorrow, Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night for my regular show. Then I'm off Saturday, I'm off Sunday, and I'll be back on again on Monday next week. And we'll see how this is going to work out, because Monday is the 31st, so I'll be on the New Year's Eve show. I'll do a New Year's Eve show. And then Tuesday is New Year's Day, and I should be on for that. Now, I'm not sure when we are starting to head north again. That I will know through the weekend, and when I know, you'll know. But right now, we're just easy going. And we're going day by day and having a great time. Okay, Rob Sutter, night. Paul Wilgus, take care. All Cool Jazz, take care, Paul. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy, everybody. Thank you for joining me this evening. It was a pleasure being your host, and I hope you had a good time. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you guys tomorrow, Friday. Okay, good night, everybody. See you later.